Wanted to make a video today because we are doing a garbage collection. It's my first one in a while, just because I said I was kind of not doing them as much, just because I felt like the more I was doing them, the more garbage I was finding, and so I wasn't really doing them. But spring is actually a great time, so I kind of thought with the caveat being spring, because the snow has melted and now is the time to pick up all that garbage after the snow was gone. So it's a little late spring, so I don't know if we're gonna find a lot, but it's kind of in honor of the end of Earth Month too. Wanted to make a video because in the past I have used my food wrappers to collect garbage, and yes, I am still using food wrappers for my garbages. I actually have never purchased garbage bags, like in the actual garbage bags that I am aware of in my life. So I use these bags. Before I was all about like grocery store bags, like the plastic bags, but then I was collecting more than I was using, and so I looked up on the internet. I stopped using the plastic bags from the grocery store to get rid of that virgin plastic footprint, and so I looked it up on the internet and I found a video that I absolutely love. Still, it's so like hipster nerdy about using your food packaging for garbage instead. So that's actually what I've been doing probably for it was 2019, so we're coming up on like 6 years. I have been just using these, like food packaging for garbage bags. So now technically I do live at my parents' house, or I was living at my parents' house, and so that was the exception. When I've been here, they use the plastic bags from the grocery store, and so I'm not going to change their routine. But now I'm out in the tent, and so now I'm kind of back to my own element and my own resources and things. So I have been using these. They actually started this idea where they have a bag by the sink for wet garbage, so that way they don't have to take the big garbage out, because they do use real trash bags, and so just the one. Otherwise they use the grocery store bags, but they have the one bag that has like wet, gross, like food stuff, compostable stuff, but they don't compost. And I'll make another video. I've got a composter, but I'm not using it this summer. I asked my mother if she wanted any compost. She said, I don't need any compost. I don't. And I thought we could have it up at the cabin, but my dad said he doesn't know if they're gonna need a compost bin, if they're gonna have enough compost. But I thought that would be fun, because then we could watch bears potentially destroy it and put a trail cam on it. Worst case scenario. Just because I was having a hard time, like it wasn't composting very well. I'm not a very good composter. I think I don't moisturize enough. I don't have the balance right with my green and my brown materials. I'm not a good composter. I haven't figured it out, and I don't know. I used the composter when I was in my apartment and I was 2 floors up, and so that could be why there weren't any beneficial insects that high up to eat the food, so they just started drying out. And plus I don't moisturize enough, and there wasn't enough material, and it wasn't small, like different, who knows what the variables were. But anyway, I've got this composter, like turnable bin, but neither of my parents want to use it, and I'm kind of at their mercy at this time, so that's okay. But I have been finding that I have more and more compostable materials. But for them, they just use a small bag, and then they can throw that in the trash in the garage, so that way it doesn't stink. And they can keep this garbage bag until it's full, if they don't produce enough garbage either. So anyway, I'm kind of using their idea here. That's where a lot of my trash goes when I'm in the house now, because I do come in here for food, to chat with my parents, when they're around, so that way I'm not a completely antisocial recluse living in their backyard. And I also will use the bathroom here, and I will towel off in the bathroom, and then I sleep inside right now because it's so cold. But But so I am still half in the house, and at some point I will be all the way out of the house, I'm sure, except for potential bathroom usage. And I do have a female urinal, so I could actually go to the bathroom outside, but I'm a little hesitant. It might be a little weird to pee in a cup and then like pour it on the grass in a residential, a kind of a well-to-do area. Maybe that's the best place to do it, because even we can definitely pour urine on our grass. It's mostly water and with a little bit of urea and things like that. So, it could be a statement. But anyway, I hadn't thought about it. I just felt weird about it, and I left it at that at this time. But now we're getting into it hardcore, I guess. Anyway, we've got a garbage collection coming up. I only have one bag here, but fortunately or otherwise, I guess, I have been going to the grocery store and I've not been using my reusable bags. I've been using paper bags. So I'm going to use the paper bags for the garbage pickup today. Because it's a paper footprint. I have reusable bags and I might as well use them, but I've been using paper. They decompose, they're compostable, so they can go in the into the garbage, and they're not going to leave microplastics, and that humans will eat, digest, and or animals will eat and digest. So it's a natural product. So we'll use paper bags, and we will go. I don't know if we're gonna find a lot of trash, but I've actually done a garbage cleanup here before. We'll find out, see what we can find. So let's go.